Okay, we're in McCall in Valley County, and I'm here with.
River Woodruff, I use he, him pronouns.
And over the course of your life, have you observed any changes in the climate?
Yes, of course.
What kind of changes?
Um, we've been having warmer winters and warmer summers, especially in the winters. I'm getting a little bit more rain, a little bit less snow.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah.
How does that impact you?
Well, I'm a skier, but I also um, just like live here and enjoy the natural landscape and the plants and animals, and I forage and hike and um, landscape and work outside, and we've had more unpredictable weather,
Hmm.
I'd say.
Yeah. And how has climate change impacted Valley County?
Well, I think long-term outlook, um, the temperatures in Valley County have been increasing over the last 100 years since we started recording data.
Hmm.
I did a project in my paleoclimatology class this semester at college,
Hmm.
um, and mapped all the temperatures through different styles of statistics, but and the general temperature trend is increasing uh, since like 1906,
Hmm.
I think, and by like 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, average temperatures yearly. But in the outlook for current Valley County, I think that that's a big threat to the winter sports industry,
Hmm.
which basically drives a lot of the tourism in the winter or half the season here. So places like Tamarack, which has a low base elevation, are going to start getting more rain at their bases rather than snow.
Hmm.
It's going to be harder for them to maintain a long season or even like conditions for a short season. And then Brundage is doing a lot of new development, and we're not going to have as much snow in the next 50 years when that economic um, machine really starts to grind to a halt. So
Hmm.
yeah,
And
that
when
worries
did
me.
you first hear or learn about climate change?
Um, Probably as a small child. My parents are a little up to date on the issue. So
And were you taught about it in school?
yeah, we had projects about climate change um, to some extent, but we didn't really get into climate action or doing anything about it until I was in high school.
Hmm.
Um, and then I feel like in college, there's been actual like focused classes
Hmm.
about climate change.
And how do you think climate change is going to impact future generations?
Um, well, I mean, around the world, there are far more drastic impacts to people's livelihood than there are here,
Hmm.
obviously, with rising sea levels in coastal cities and small island nations, natural disasters, etc. But like I said, we rely a lot on good snowpack here for um, basically the industry that feeds a lot of McCall.
Hmm.
Um, so I think ski towns in general will have to have a reckoning with like how they adapt and maybe expand more into the summer or snowmaking or I don't know, other recreational opportunities to continue this type of economy that we have. Um, yeah.
And what do you think we should do about climate change?
um, I think we should elect people that will uh, act on the issue, and I think that we need to hold corporations responsible um, for their knowing pollution of our atmosphere, um, and continuing pollution of our atmosphere in the interest of massive financial gains for
Hmm.
not very many people. So we can do a lot as individuals with our consumer choices, but uh, we're only given so many options as well,
Yeah.
and there needs to be systemic change that yeah that relies less on extraction.
And what kind of policies would you like to see government officials putting in?
Well, I guess I'll go local here. I think that an issue I'm really focused on right now is salmon
Hmm.
and the Snake River dams. And with that effort to remove the Snake River dams and to restore um, thriving anadromous fish populations, there's going to be a lot of need to develop renewable energy
Hmm.
to supply what the dams are going to leave behind.
Hmm.
And so I think focusing on that uh, as an issue will connect, um, kind of connect like different stakeholders who will need to care about renewable energy to save another resource. And I think that's a good pathway to start building more renewable energy in the region.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think we should we have the resources to move away from fossil fuels or non-renewable um, other energy like dams, which actually produce methane out of the reservoirs. So focusing on climate solutions that also are climate justice solutions that bring back, ecosystems and resources for communities are, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.